For some people, the road to diagnosis can be long and challenging. This may be because they're affected by what is known as a rare condition. This is Jason and his mum Marjorie. Jason loves his football and is the school's team captain, but now he's suffering from a very sore back. His GP prescribes painkillers, but the stiffness soon spreads to other joints and he begins to look pale and has shortness of breath. His mum's worried as he starts to miss school. On his third visit, the GP carries out a blood test, which shows no obvious cause for his symptoms. On his next visit, he's examined again to look for any new signs. He has dark spots on his eyes, his earwax is black, and his ears are dark and thickened. His GP requests a urine sample, which is returned dark brown. She's never seen this combination of symptoms before, and although she wants to provide Jason and his mum with some certainty, she simply doesn't have the answers they need. Jason and his mum are also becoming increasingly anxious as his symptoms worsen, but they seem no closer to a diagnosis. As his mental health gets worse, his mum reaches out for support. A condition is considered rare when it affects fewer than 1 in 2,000 people. But having a rare condition is not rare at all. In fact, 1 in 17 of us will be affected by a rare condition at some point. That's nearly 500,000 people in Scotland alone. And that's because there are over 7,000 rare conditions, with new ones being identified all the time. So it's hardly surprising that Jason's GP has never seen his rare condition before. Indeed, it's possible that Jason's the only person in Scotland that has it. And that can feel very lonely for everyone involved. It often takes time for rare conditions to develop, so it can take years to reach a diagnosis, with multiple visits to many different healthcare professionals. 8 out of 10 rare conditions are genetic, and Jason's GP was eventually able to provide a diagnosis by working closely with clinical genetic specialists. Jason has alkaptonuria, a genetic condition caused by the buildup of a protein called homogentisic acid. He's now able to get all the help he needs to support him in his day-to-day life, including his well-being and mental health. Jason and his mum now feel empowered to get more closely involved in his care and make their own decisions. Something that helped them was asking 4 key questions at each appointment, using BRAN. BRAN. What are the benefits of the treatment? What are the risks? Is there an alternative? And what happens if I do nothing? Gradually, they become experts, knowing more about Jason's condition and how to cope with it than anyone else in Scotland. In fact, Jason's experience also really helps researchers learn more about the long-term effects of his condition and develop new treatments. Once you have a diagnosis, the more you know and the more information you're able to provide those looking after you, the better. This is Nadia, who has just arrived at an emergency department in the middle of the night during a very busy shift. Nadia is 5 months pregnant, and she feels she has flu. She has a sore head, weakness, and she has been sick. She also seems to be confused, and her speech isn't normal. Fortunately, she is also an expert in her condition, and all her doctor has to do is listen. Nadia has a rare blood disease called thrombotic thrombocytopenic purpura, or TTP, something he's not come across before. She's able to show him her care plan, outlining the specialist treatment she needs. She also provides contact details for specialists he can speak to. They explain the risks Nadia's condition brings to pregnancy and the special care that she needs. Her doctor then arranges for specialists to see Nadia to ensure her and her baby are kept safe. As an expert, Nadia is also worried about possible complications. She's joined a support group for fellow sufferers of TTP and finds it comforting to talk with other members of the community. She also makes use of the online information provided by NHS Inform and condition-specific support groups dedicated to supporting people like herself and Jason, keeping up to date with the most recent research and new forms of treatment. Rare conditions can affect every aspect of your life and be very challenging for everyone involved, including parents, carers, and family members. Often they involve long journeys to diagnosis, a lack of understanding, and considerable uncertainty about the future. With so many healthcare professionals involved, it can be hard to coordinate care and get the information and support you need, which can lead to feelings of isolation. But if you have been diagnosed with a rare condition or are seeking diagnosis, there are many things you can do, no matter what your condition, to feel more in control and help ensure you receive the quickest possible diagnosis and most appropriate care. First, ask questions and become an expert. Knowledge is key to making the right decisions about your care. Keep informed, making the most of online information and support services. Reach out to other people who share your condition. Become part of a community. Be organised. Keep a record of your progress and make sure the people looking after you have all the information they need. But above all, don't give up. Scotland's Rare Diseases Action Plan has been put in place for people like you to help raise awareness of rare conditions, achieve a faster diagnosis, improve the coordination of care, and ensure you get the best specialist care, treatment, drugs, and of course, information. And always remember, you are not alone.